Hello, welcome to my cooking show. Today, you're going to be learning about the 5 mother sauces of French cuisine. That is bechamel, velouté, espagnole, hollandaise, and tomato sauce. So let's get started.
Alright, the first sauce is bechamel sauce. I started with a roux, which is equal parts fat and flour, and melted down. It looks like applesauce, and that means you did it right. If you cook the roux too long, it'll darken. And that is for other sauces. Then I add the cream and start seasoning it. Some classical flavorings for bechamel sauce are white onion, clove, bay leaf, salt, wine, white pepper, and nutmeg. I added nutmeg, white pepper, and a bay leaf. Simmer to thicken it, and you're done. You can make a lot of other sauces from these mother sauces. For bechamel, some include Aurora, Mornay, and Soubise sauce, and a lot of other sauces. This famous chef, Auguste Escoffier, is known for developing the sauces, but the beginning of bechamel was in Tuscany, known as a glue sauce because it looks like glue, and then it introduced the French in the 1500s. I served it with a little bitty fillet of seared trout, lumashoni pasta, and peas, and it was so good. Anyways, here's the ingredients. Next is velouté, which means velvety in French. It's probably the simplest one because it's just a stock thickened with a roux. But instead of butter, I used the chicken fat for that extra flavor. Once you get the roux mixed up, you'll want to get it a bit more toasty than that bechamel. And then you add your stock. It's usually veal stock, but I use chicken because I don't kill baby cows. I strayed from the original recipe and added some cream, which is not original velouté sauce, and then I added pepper, and we're done. This sauce is used specifically as a base to make some of these popular sauces and many more. Velouté sauce was part of the chef Antonin Carême's first 4 mother sauces, which Escoffier then took and elaborated on. Anyways, that's served with roasted chicken thigh, roasted broccoli, and Parmesan cheese. Next is espagnole sauce, not spelled like espagnol, Spanish. It's spelled like espagnole. I cut myself up a mirepoix, which is equal parts carrot, celery, and onion. The onion got me there a bit. Espagnole is really important, especially for a demi-glace, which is a sauce plus stock with sherry, and it's used on a lot of meats. For this roux, I added the veggies into the butter to marinate in there for a bit. Then I added the flour and toasted it up for a long time to create a dark roux. And then I add the stock and the rest of the flavorings, including celery, tomato, garlic, peppercorns, and 2 bay leaves. Reduce for another really long time, and then strain it out to get that nice smooth espagnole sauce. I made some sourdough with that absolutely putrid smelling sourdough starter. Look at that. Oh. Anyways, espagnole was invented at a wedding in the 1600s when the Spanish cooks thought the French sauce was too bland, so they added tomatoes, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Hollandaise was rough, man. I failed twice. It's because of these eggs, but I don't know that. Hollandaise consists of very whipped egg yolks emulsified in melted butter. But as you can see, those are not whipped, so it turned out scrambled. Some daughter sauces of Hollandaise include mousseline, maltaise, and béarnaise, which adds shallots, tarragon, and reducing vinegar. Then I got good eggs. You can see it whipped up, nice and whippy right there. I put it over our little double boiler and whip in the butter, constantly mixing, and you can see I have a nice consistent hollandaise. I was quite joyful. Add some lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and you got a nice little hollandaise sauce. I poached an egg for some eggs Montreal, which is eggs Benedict, but with smoked salmon instead of ham. Hollandaise most likely originated from the North French region of Normandy, called sauce Isigny. It was used later on eggs Benedict in New York in the 1800s, and Escoffier made it a 5th mother sauce after Carême's 4, and man, was that good. Last but not least, sauce tomate. It's just a fancy tomato sauce. I cut up another mirepoix, and there I am showing you my salt pork for some reason. That's some good salt pork. Escoffier's version of tomato sauce uses salt pork for flavor, as well as veggies, a roux, and then tomatoes. The beginnings of tomato sauce were everywhere, from Italy to Spain, and then France, where Escoffier finally decided to make it a very important mother sauce. I browned the salt pork, then added the roux and veggies, seasoning, then stock. I think I'm missing something. Oh yeah, an unholy amount of tomatoes. It overflowed my pan, so I put it in two. Now to sum things up while I clean. An early French chef named François-Pierre La Varenne wrote The French Cook in 1651 that contained a lot of valuable info. Antonin Carême then came up with 4 key sauces: bechamel, allemande, veloute, and espagnole. Later, Escoffier wanted to modernize Antonin Carême's work. He then proceeded to delete allemande sauce and add tomate and hollandaise, which are the 5 sauces we know today. I strained out all the sauce and I was left with this nice smooth tomato sauce. You can make bolognese, marinara, and some might even say you can make tikka masala off the base of tomato sauce. I served it with gilli pasta, blanched spinach, and pecorino romano on top. Thank you for watching. Bye.